AI podcast. My name is Cameron. I just got done doing 7 years in prison. I am now a senior software developer and marketing guru. You feel me? But y'all know how I like to start the podcast off. I gotta make sure that we on the same page. You feel me? And we got the energy up. That's just how it is. That's how it's gonna always be. Let's go ahead and share this screen. Today we got my guy, uh, Shawty Low.
I love you, Daddy.
I love you too. For real? Good nigga. Good nigga. Yeah. I told you I would. I told you I would.
Hey,
Hey, hey.
hey, it feels good to be here. Tell him, y'all. It feels good to be here. Hey, it feels good. I must have done something, right? Get the energy up. Let's go. It feels good to be here. It feels good to be here. I must have done something, right? Hey. Okay, excellent. I feel good. Do y'all feel good? Okay, what time is it? It's 7 o'clock in the morning. You're not up with this type of energy right now. What are you doing? Like honestly, you're probably sleeping. Who cares? All right, that's your life. Um, Today I want to talk about something that's like really, really crazy for real. Okay, because a lot of people are kind of like all over the place when it comes to AI. Um, it is true. And stated that it is possible that 92 or more million jobs will be displaced by AI by 2030. Okay. But slow down before your heart jump out your damn chest. AI is also going to create like 170 or more million jobs. So it's going to make more jobs than it will replace. So there will be more opportunities because of the technology. So it is on you to kind of figure out like where you gonna be at in that equation. Okay. Um, Before we get into all like that tech stuff, because it's very, very important that we understand tech and the power of tech, especially AI in the way that we are right now. Another thing, y'all, I'm also going live right now. So I work 24/7. So I will be toggling back and forth to my IDE. Okay. Well, what's an IDE? Let's look it up. What is an IDE? An IDE, integrated development environment. Okay. Pretty all that means is where I write my code. Correction, where AI writes my code. Okay. So I will be toggling back and forth through there because I do work 24/7, even when I'm shooting a podcast. Okay. So a lot of people, like I said, right now, they are really like afraid of the whole AI movement, especially when it comes to like job replacements. Okay. Somehow, some way, they think like in their heads that AI just go pull up on their job and be like, hey, I appreciate it. You feel me? You have done an amazing service. We'll take it from here. All right. And I understand for real, because it's like every headline right now got AI in it some way, somehow. AI writing books, AI making videos, AI building apps. So naturally, people like they start to think, okay, like what's going to happen to me? Like, what does this mean for me and my future? What does this mean for me and my family? Okay. And that's really one of the things I really want to dive in today. For real, for real. Okay. So we know that AI is right. And like, we know the capabilities of AI, and we actually don't know the ultimate capabilities of AI. But guess who else? Excuse me. Guess who else don't know the capabilities of AI? The motherfuckers that's making it. Okay. These people don't even know like what AI can really do for real. So the playing field is a lot more even than what people perceive. Okay. And that's because of the algorithms. They good. I ain't gonna lie, them algorithms good, but it's the reason why they are at the top. All right. So AI isn't going to particularly take your job. What it's going to do is going to replace your competition, or it's going to replace whatever it is that you may be managing or you may be tasked with. So you personally have to get ahead and understand, okay, what is my position? What do I do? Is this something that is repeatable every day, like boring data entry, anything like that? Research, anything like that? How do I either come to my employer with a better position for myself and how I could better make this because okay, so think about it. You data entry. I'd be like, if I wanted to keep my job, I'd be like, you know what? I need to explain to my employer how I personally, because of my experience, can make this workflow or make this AI that's coming in a lot better. You need me. You got to know how to flip it. All right. And I just like when it comes to AI taking your job or replacing what it is that you're doing, that's like two totally different things. And I want you to kind of like understand that and just let me explain. All right. So this is what the majority is thinking right now. Okay, AI is going to take my job, but that's not the right mentality to have. Just period, point blank. You should always just have a uplifting, positive, forward thinking mindset because that will permeate. Okay, we all are similar consciousness, so that will permeate the entire world when you do stuff like that. You and then millions and millions of others. Okay, so we got to start with the thoughts. Okay, so here's the reality. Okay, most industries are not dominated by geniuses. Okay, because this is something that I've learned from working with like business owners over the years since I've been out. Okay, most industries are like at the top of the top people aren't just some super like everyone's not Elon. Okay, we all know Elon's like a real deal, like rocket science, like boy be in that shit. Okay, or like Robert Smith. Robert Smith really be in that. Like he knows the numbers. Like he like that's what he do. So it's just like not everyone has that type of genius that's at the top of these companies. Okay, most of what I've seen now, this is what I used to see also when I used to be doing deliveries, y'all. Okay. Oh, and that's another thing. This used to be my brand. Okay. This used to be my brand, the delivery dude. I was trying to do my thing, you feel me? That's when I first got out. But when I was doing deliveries, I used to have to pull up to these nice homes, like super nice homes, bro. And I'm not afraid to speak to people, bro. So when if I catch somebody outside, if they like in their home, I mean like in a like a nice home, I just be like, hey sir, like what do you do for a living? Bro, some of the stuff these people were telling me, bro, never even heard of, never even thought of. It was like plastic, like little plastic pieces for different devices. People hundreds of millions of dollars, bro. Hundreds of millions of dollars, bro. The most simplest thing you ever think of. And the one thing that they used to always tell me, I mean, the one thing that each and every one of those people that you would not even know on the streets, not even recognize, but it got hundreds of millions of dollars. The one of the one things that they used to always say, all of them all together, it longevity. How long did you stay with it? Or how long did they stay with it? Every single one of them was 30 years plus. I've been doing it for 30 years. Literally, I've been doing it for 30 years. Like everyone, no one was like less than 20 years. Like I've been doing this for a long time. Okay. So most industries, like I say, but these aren't like rocket scientists. Okay. It's just the people who stay consistent longer than everyone else. And that was it. So right now, I know you just like me. Have you ever called a company right now or dealt with a company right now, a business, a local business, and you just be thinking to yourself, like, bro, how in the hell are they still in business, bro? They got terrible customer service. Okay. They website ain't no telling Who made that? Like, don't count. That shit be trash. They never answer their emails, or it takes a long time for follow-ups, but they still in business. So you got to ask yourself, why is that? That's because most of the competition right now out here is average. The average business owner makes just enough or more money than the average person. So it's just like you get an astronomical amount of more stress and pressure as a business owner, but you only get to reap the benefits just a little bit more. You might be able to take 2 or 3 more like vacations a year than the average person. But you're taking on all of this extra like stress and pressure. I just think that the mediocrity of most business owners is that they just, and then another thing, I ain't gonna lie though, another thing is that a lot of them just don't know, okay, and a lot of them just don't have enough time, a lot of them. But in my mind, I just can't continue to extend that excuse just because of the amount of information and education that's out there right now. But now we are in a time where AI is here. Okay. So now AI can take the average or the mediocre business owner and multiply their abilities by a million. So a lot of times business owners just don't even want to hire. They're real close to their business. Obviously, this is their baby. They don't want to like put anybody in here. So a lot of things just aren't optimized where they need to be. A lot of workflows, a lot of processes are just not optimized, bro. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Excuse me. Make sure everything is good with the builds. I do work. Okay. I got this super cool system that I'm building like pretty much for myself here to kind of run like the entire business, every workflow. So hold on, let me see what feature this is. This is okay, so this is the enrichment feature. So I scrape leads, okay, using a Apify scraper. I then, if it depends on if a lead or a record has an email or a phone number, they'll go through this thing called email finder. And what that does is that finds the emails of any of the records from the scrape that don't have the email. So if I just have like a business owner's name and then like their website or something like that, then we can possibly get a legitimate email from any mail finder. After any mail finder, I then do a email validation check from mails.so that just makes sure that each and every email that I got is actually deliverable. Okay. Because when it comes to cold email campaigns, you want to make sure that you're sending emails to people that can actually receive them. Okay. Because a lot of scraped emails, it just be junk mail for real. So you want to put it through that multiple validation. My headphones keep saying low battery, y'all. So if I cut out, my fault. And then after that, I do a complete like and thorough research of each business. So whenever my AI does outreach, it is actually according to this specific business and their services, the hours that they are up, like everything. Like it is really good. It's really good. But not only that, it does my like it's really good. Okay, so I will be toggling back and forth, like I said, but let's continue. So you got AI that done came on the scene right now. Okay. And AI is like giving everybody out you a Ferrari. Everybody got a Rari. Everybody got a Rari. And that really sounds good. But the like the thing about giving everyone a Rari is that everybody don't know how to drive. So you giving someone such a powerful. Where you going, Snoop? You going back out? Did you see the post I sent you? So gas. Yes. Gas. That was crazy. Okay, so we done gave the world the ability to go drive a Ferrari. Half the people don't know how to drive out here, boy. So instead of going faster with the Rari, a lot of them just crash out. Now, it is multiple ways to crash out right now. One of the biggest ways to crash out is to not do nothing with AI. That's one of the biggest ways to crash out, especially as a business owner, is to not do something with AI. Okay, so we all got Ferraris out here. We all can we trying to drive this motherfucker. But if that's one of the quickest ways to crash out, not spending a significant amount of time on AI. The other way to crash out that I know from just working with business owners is you thinking that putting AI or injecting AI into your business is just going to automatically make it grow. That's not how this works. You have to already have a proven process, period. You have to have a manual, proven process that generates the outcome in which you are looking for that particular workflow to do. You need to make sure that that is all the way tightened up. And then you put AI on that to make that go to the next level. But if you do not have a proven process and you try to inject AI on top of that, it is going to make that process work a lot less, a lot quicker. Okay. So, right now, business owners need to be thinking about workflows, processes, and systems only, and beginning to figure out how do I inject AI into each business, each process to make it 10 times better. What do I, okay, how can I make you understand that? So, with this system that I'm doing right now, the workflow is scrape the lead, find the email if no email is available, validate the email, research the company, write the emails, schedule the emails, reply to the emails. And this is to get them to possibly reply, get them to possibly download a lead magnet, get them to possibly register for a webinar or community or a follow. Every piece of content, everything, every workflow has to have AI injected into it right now. Or you need to be thinking about it. Okay. Some people are using AI to build systems. Other people are using AI to write captions, make some like cool videos. Now those videos can go viral, but what product do you have after that? Do I use AI to write my captions? You better believe it. But my captions are a part of a workflow or a part of a process. I need the captions from the webinar. The webinar is to get them to possibly sign up or buy a service or product or something like that. So AI is injected in each and every one of my workflows and my processes. Period, point blank. Which one are you using AI for? You got to ask yourself. In your business, in your brand, doesn't matter if you're an influencer, whatever your business is, how are you using AI to take it to the next level? I feel like this isn't a better time to be an entrepreneur like than right now, because we have this amazing tool. We have this Ferrari at our disposal. So what I've seen is that most people are using AI like it's a toy. You're using AI like it's Google. They're asking it like to write captions, maybe some emails, some blog posts, helping with some homework. And that's all fine and cool and dandy. I swear it is. But that's not where the real money is. So we have to understand the workflow processes within any business. You know your workflow and your process better than anyone else. You know your business better than anyone else. Okay. So, particularly speaking about business owners, we have to think about the high ROI tasks. What tasks do I do that have the most significant impact on my money. Whatever else does not, we give that to AI. We build a system for AI to possibly take over. That's what we do. Okay. And although, especially for business owners and entrepreneurs, I'm telling you just from experience, I be thinking every process, every step has a big, I got to be a part of every step, or every step has a significant impact on the bottom line. But that's not true. That's not true at all. It's a lot of things that we can just give the AI to do, and gives us the ability to more strategize. Okay. So the real opportunity with AI is in the systems, using AI to run parts of your business. So complete flows, like I just showed you with the lead generation business, or the lead generation part of your business. For real estate agents, what is lead generation for you? Zillow, reaching out to people, posting content, following up, emailing. What is your lead generation and your sales process? How can you inject AI there? Customer service, marketing, operations, all of that you need to start thinking about as a business owner, as an entrepreneur. And once you understand that, you stop looking to AI as a tool, and then you start looking at it as a real laborer, something that takes real labor off of your plate. Okay, so I'm gonna show you another feature that was coming in here. This is the diagrams that you see here. These diagrams are created by AI. Okay, this is a part of the process to make the webinars, to make the podcast a little bit more understanding, a little bit more comprehensible, so people can see, because people do love pictures and stuff like that. You feel me? Let me see. This is the auto posting, the auto scheduling. So all I have to do is just get in front of this camera, deliver a good message, comprehensible, understandable, being clear and not clever. I really like that understanding. Being clear and not clever when it comes to the message. And then I just upload the video, and then AI takes the rest. Okay. Labor, real labor, because that's when everything changes for business owners, when they can delegate those other tasks. Okay, because historically labor has always been the biggest expense in every business. Okay, so imagine running a business where half the labor is automated, because that's where the world is going right now. What do you think would do for your business if labor was, the cost of labor decrease significantly, like significantly? What do you think would happen for your business? So you need to be thinking about that when you like. Oh, just keep saying low battery, y'all. I hope y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? I hope y'all can hear me. Okay, let's keep going, y'all. So there are going to be 3 positions in this AI economy. Okay, and I'm gonna try to break this down into as simple as possible. Okay, so position 1 will be the consumer. How are you? Especially my people. Okay, we love to consume some shit. All right, we need to start, creating. You feel me? Now, we are creators. Don't get it twisted. But this is a person that's using AI for like the little things, the writing the emails, the captions, and like, getting homework help or whatever it is. And like I said before, there's nothing wrong with that. That's just not where the money is really made at. Okay. So position 2 is the employee. Okay. This is the person who learns how to work with AI inside of their company. Okay, so maybe they become like an automation specialist, cybersecurity professionals, IT infrastructure experts, mostly like in tech. You feel me? Or yeah, mostly like tech positions, or positions that, nah, hell nah. Everyone finna use AI, but some will be just a little bit more demanding. You feel me? So companies don't understand like AI for real, for real. it was just like I forgot how much of the workforce had to let's see this. How much of the workforce had to be retrained on AI? Hmm, let's see. AI, about 40 to 50% of the workforce will need to be trained right now. So I thought it was like 70. So half the jobs right now, bro. Half the jobs right now are demanding retraining on AI. Okay. So these are huge companies. So these are thousands, millions of workers have to be retrained on AI because these people don't even know what AI is capable of or how to use AI to be of a profit to their business. Let's go ahead and look up that statistic. Okay. How much how much impact has AI had in businesses in a positive way? I should have asked that better. No, no, it's hold on. How many AI initiatives AI initiatives fail? Okay, here we go. So according to 2025 MIT NANDA initiative study, 95% of enterprise generative AI pilots fail to deliver measurable ROI or even reach production. Only 5% successfully implemented due to poor integration, lack of strategic focus, and cultural resistance rather than faulty tech. So that is 95% of big businesses, y'all. They just don't know what to do or how to do it. So you're not behind. You're not behind. You need to get on this train. Okay. So position 3 is the operator. Okay. This is the person who actually uses AI to build systems. They automate businesses. They automate processes and workflows within their business. Okay. So they run companies, usually of very, very small teams. They move faster than everyone else. They can ship features, ship products a lot faster than everyone else. These are the people who will make the most money moving forward. And that's the lane that we talk about here is how to become an operator. That's what we talk about here in Rich Off AI, period, point blank. How to become an operator. How do you know how to build systems, automate your business, decrease your team, or increase their capabilities or increase their ability with AI? Okay. I'm not all about just, hey, taking jobs, but I am about being real. Okay. Some jobs don't need to have that. Okay. We don't need to have humans doing that, period, point blank. We need humans to do what humans are best at. So, why this matters for our community specifically, my brothers and sisters, how y'all doing? Okay. I want to talk to I want to talk to my folks. All right. Black entrepreneurs. Hold on. Let me make sure everything's good here. This is also another system that I'm developing right now. This is pretty much like the number one proposal generator for planning advisors in the world. Absolutely phenomenal. Oh my goodness. Wait till I drop that. Mm, Everything is good over here. Let's see what happened. Oh, okay. No, that's done. Hold on. First campaign, 75 enriched, 11 failed, 14 still processing. Making sure the tests pass because that's very important when it comes to vibe coding. Okay, that's another thing we're gonna talk about a lot here is vibe coding. When you be vibe coding, bro. What this is? What's up, my boy? Who that is? Greetings, 740. What's up, my boy? What's up? Okay, chat live right now on a Saturday. What's up, fam? That boy know what time it is. What's up, fam? A boy in that thing. A boy in that thing. Show that on the screen. Show that on the screen. What's up? Greetings. I'm saying how I automatically do that though. They need to just automatically come up so I can see them. What's up though, fam? Okay, so when you're vibe coding AI, y'all, you got to understand that AI is not perfect by a long shot. It's like 30-40% off on like everything that it does. Okay, so that's not a very good percentage. All right, 6 out of 10 things will be correct, but 4 of them will be bad. So you got to really like make AI test itself consistently to generate the results in which you are really looking to get, or you want to get to the efficiency level of your AI. You wanted to bring it up all the way high, and something that's very important for that other system, because I'm in the financial industry. So you cannot have anything go wrong with AI in finances because of the impact, especially the economical impact that could have on a business. Okay, you done put an extra zero on an invoice. You don't like, no. So that's like, it's very important that you test and test and test your AI, make it test and test itself over and over again. But back to the topic at hand, I want to talk to my people right quick. You heard me? Historically, Black entrepreneurs, every major technological shift has created new wealth. And we know that. The industrial revolution, we know what time it was. Okay, back then. Okay, folks in the factories getting they grind on. All right, really putting food on the table from the factories, bro. No cap. And then came the internet, early 2000s. I wish I what was I, like 12, 10, 12? If I would have took this internet series back in 2000, 2001, where do you think I would be? Where do you think you would be? You took the internet series. After the internet came mobile, a iPhone, iPhone came the mobile movement. We put in computers in our pockets. And now we're in the AI economy. But not everyone participates equally in each technological shift. Okay. Usually the people who win are the ones who learn the systems early. So learning is what has traditionally kept us where we are in like society or the social pole. Okay. And I'm not going to get into the history of America, how we got like this, why we are like this. I'm pretty sure everyone knows now. All right. The people fucked up for real. Who cares? That's not an excuse, because the education is just something that you can never remove from a generation or from further generations. Okay. So you can take away whatever it is, but when you like the physical, tangible stuff, but you can't take away someone's education. And that's where the real wealth comes in at when it comes to like generations. So, with us not being able to have that elite education for so many generations, we still don't put as much emphasis and pressure on education. Now, education, I'm not speaking of in the traditional sense, because right now we definitely understand that traditional education is not the best education. Okay. The education that is good is the education that brings you to your end goal in the most effective and efficient way possible. Now, that is a broad statement. What do I mean by that? For you to be a software engineer, let's say you want to be a software engineer. Right now, going to college to get a degree, spending however many thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, however many, to get a degree where you can learn this online is not smart. So we as a group of people have the opportunity to learn anything we want to. But we also have to understand that we cannot funnel our children or our generations into the traditional way. We must pivot with tech. So you can learn whatever you want to online right now. You can learn systems, how to build systems, whatever it is you want to right now. We are at the beginning of another wealth creating technological shift. Okay. But the opportunity here is different than what it was before, because the barrier to entry is way lower now than it has ever been in life for us. It is super low right now for brothers and sisters to get in on AI. We ain't never had this type of opportunity with this like exponentially huge opportunity to kind of close that, that gap. All right. So you don't need a giant company right now. That's another beauty of AI. You don't need $1 million. You know what you need? Curiosity and a little discipline. These two traits, one of them definitely seems to elude 99% of the people in the world, and that is discipline. But you need to understand. Hold on, what was? Oh yeah, about it not having to have like a huge business right now. So AI, hold on, hot now because I was going to say something big right there. You need curiosity. The barrier of entry is low right now. Oh yeah. So back in the day, y'all, how did most businesses like market to their consumers? Newspapers, radio, TV. Right now, we have paid advertising. So where the little guys, the small businesses could not get into advertising on a commercial or anything like that, we now have the ability to put ourselves in front of our particular target market. We now have the ability. Back in the day when we used to do radio, or when they used to do radio, TV, and all that, this was a blast to everyone. This not even everyone's not in your target market. So a lot of money even got burnt on marketing from doing that. Just shoot a shotgun in the bucket and just try to catch people like that. Now we can actually put our advertising in front of who really wants to buy our stuff. This is all capable because of AI. So you need to understand the power of paid advertising. That's very, very powerful. A lot of people think you need just an astronomical amount of money. You don't. You can start small, but if you start small, the other processes in your business have to be so, it doesn't make any sense. So you have to, if you want to do paid advertising and you want to start with a small budget, you have to do it and have the back end selling systems and all of that in tip top shape, or you're going to be getting and generating a bunch of leads. It's just like throwing water into a bucket with holes in it. It's just going to expose the other parts of your business that just aren't optimized. So that's the missing piece for a lot of people right now, because AI alone, it does not make money. AI applied to real business problems, that's what does. That's where the opportunity lies right now. And just so you guys know, you don't have to be quote unquote particularly morally correct or legal to understand business, because I understand that a lot of us, you know, me included, back in the day, not anymore, you know, like to move around a little bit. You feel me? We like to get mobile. All right. So if you run a profitable, secure business out there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then you understand exactly what it takes to run a business over here. But a lot of us are so afraid of change, so afraid of not knowing the unknown, that you would just continue doing what you doing right now, knowing the odds are just really stacked against you. Okay. So let me give you a simple example when it comes to building systems and businesses building systems. So imagine it being a plumbing company. Okay. So they get calls all day long, but sometimes nobody answers. So that ends up with them losing jobs. So let's think if they actually built a system for that, where the AI answers every call, schedules appointments automatically, it follows up with customers with customized follow-ups, not just anything at all. It sends reminders. So that particular plumbing company right then suddenly all of a sudden starts making more money just from having a simple system, a speed to lead system. A lot of local businesses, a lot of businesses don't even have that all the way dialed in. When someone first shows interest in your business, do you contact them? Do you reach out? Do you follow up? So think about if you become the person that begins to build those businesses, or begins to build those systems. Okay, that would what I would consider here as an AI operator. Excuse my handwriting. I should have been a doctor. So we don't invent AI, we just use it to improve businesses. We use it to improve our lives. And there are millions of businesses that need this right now. We're not even going to talk about what everyone knows: restaurants, gyms, contractors, med spas, real estate, like every single business, period. And that's the upstream move right now. Okay. So you are the one. Let's just say the company comes in, they getting calls, they don't know how to follow up. It's just trash. You build a system for them. It's not hard right now with AI. Who else needs this, do you think? And you can position yourself as that person that can deliver that service. I'll give you 1 second, make sure everything good with the builds. Okay, we got some stuff going on with railway over there, clearly. What's going on over here? Okay, fully tested and functional. So we'll okay, let's move on to gap 4. So right now I also have fully functional and fully tested. So right now I have it going through all the gaps that are attached to my personal CRM that I have for my business to try to figure out why numbers are not showing up correctly on my interface. Okay. Is just like, I don't know what's going on. Hold on. We got some chat. We got some more people in the chat. Or oh, I'm finna say, what's up, y'all? Holla at me. So I got it going through the gaps, figuring out exactly what's going on, what's wrong with the numbers, bro. Because if I am a data analyst, if I cannot have the actual real data, I cannot make real decisions. Now, granted, I am trying to get the correct data so AI can make the best decisions, but me personally, I need to know the numbers myself. So it was a calculation that was going wrong with my cold email campaigns. So it was saying that my reply rate was like zero point 0.1 or something like that. But what it was doing was it was taking the replies and dividing that by the amount of emails that I sent. So I don't, the only thing wrong with that like equation was that I send multiple emails to one contact. So in my mind, a reply rate should be okay, a reply or one of the reply rates should be how many actual contacts replied to an email, period. Then we can get into positive replies, negative replies, and then be able to train my AI to know and how to optimize itself. Okay. So that's kind of like where we are right now in system building is the recurring um regenerative relearning of the AI of itself. So you can kind of remove yourself from always telling it, hey, do this, do this, do this, do this. It can already know like if it got something wrong, how to make it better, research and make its own tests up, test those tests, get the results back, and kind of just make a loop like that. Let's continue on here. My beautiful people out there. Now, this to play, you heard me. You have to begin to think like an operator. Okay. As a business owner, you have to begin to think like an operator. Okay. We have to be, we have to stop thinking about how do I use AI? You have to ask yourself or reframe that question as how can AI help my business run better? because that will then put you in the mind frame of a workflow and a process. How can AI, because if you just think about, okay, how can I use AI? You'll be kind of all over the place. Like, I can use it over there. I can use the right captions. I can do it to do this. Yes, you can. But how can AI, does that make your business run better? Where do you need to apply AI first, second, third? How do you need to apply AI? How are you building your systems? I didn't know anything about systems design until I started getting heavy into this, because that's very important. So that question, like I said, it leads to real opportunity, because businesses, they pay for solutions. They don't pay for curiosity. So if you help someone get more customers, close more sales, run smoother operations, then they will pay you every month for that, because that's how operators think. How can AI help a business run better? How can it help them get more customers? Everyone wants lead generation. How can it help them close more sales? Everyone needs a better follow up system, a more customized, like really good follow up system. People think that because you have an automation in your business and you may send like a follow up text, a follow up email, them shits be so generic that people are going to be like okay with that. Like, that shit is trash. That shit is trash, bro. Even right now, websites are the ability to make more interactive, more type creative websites. The ability to do that right now is going higher. So the standard has increased dramatically when it comes to digital everything, because AI can do a lot of it, and we can speak to AI in natural language and it understand us. Okay, continuing on here, you guys. So you have to position yourself upstream. Okay, that's very important. Position yourself upstream. So if you've been hearing all this hoorah about AI, and I know you have, and you're probably wondering where you fit into this new world, like where is everything going? Okay, that's really what this podcast is about. I ain't trying to give you no hype. I am trying to debunk a lot of like BS that's out there, because I like to do research. I don't like to just, damn, they just gonna close my shit out like that. So disrespectful. So I don't like to just take what people tell me and then just like run with it. No, I like to do my research. I like to figure it out, really, you know what I'm saying, do some real critical thinking. Okay. I'm not just going to give you just a bunch of tools to use. I'd rather give you more processes of thinking. I do have the tools, I do have the prompts and everything like that. I'm building a community for y'all. Program going to be super gas. It's really more about understanding the AI economy. That's what Rich Off AI podcast and all the content is about, is understanding the AI economy. Okay. If you consider yourself to be a normie, okay, if you consider yourself to be a part of the squad, not saying you're normal or a normie, but if you consider yourself to just be regular, average, if you have any form of discipline within you, you can use the information that I put on this podcast to put yourself upstream, like really position yourself to really reap the benefits of the AI economy and what's going on. Okay. Keep learning, keep building, keep swimming upstream. Okay. I believe in y'all. It's about you believing in yourself. You have to understand that the economy that's forming around technology, period, it's already been here. Like, it's not rocket science, bro. It's not rocket science, bro. You know what the hell's going on. When people say like no screens for their children, I think that is like the worst decision to do for your kid, to not have screens around them, knowing that people are getting like larger screens. I got two screens right here, because screens are the future. And as parents, we are supposed to position our children in the best way possible for the future. Can y'all see me? Make sure this shit. So not having any, so not having. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my focus right. Damn. Look, what my old lady want? Talk to me. Nah. Oh, that's why the thing. I'm like, damn, what's on the screen? That's what what you call it is. Uh, no, that's 43. You said 43? No, that's where the the teleprompter, what you call it is. I'm reading notes. I'm reading on the yeah. For the that's for the script that on the teleprompter. It's on that phone. So it had cut off. It went to a white screen. I'm like, bro, what is this? The screen? I just went to freestyling on the ad. It's all right. Oh, okay. It's all right. Oh, here you go again. All right. It's all right. I got you. 53 this time. Okay, excellent. I don't need it up there anyways anymore. All right. Love you. Bye. Okay, y'all. So we want to try to position ourselves in the best way possible moving forward in AI economy, period. So that's what this podcast is about. That's what I'm trying to do. That's why I also like to always tell my background story in the beginning of the podcast so you guys know. But I just got done doing 7 years in prison, dog. So you have the ability to do whatever it is that you think or whatever it is you want to do. Okay, you just really have to have the discipline to do it. Talk to me. Are you talking about for no, it's Emperor Love XX at Gmail. Yeah, XX at Gmail. This is my old lady, y'all. Don't worry about it. Yes, I'm live. It's okay. You know my password. It's the same thing. Always. You know what I'm talking about? All right. It's only us, fam. It's only us. So, y'all, that is pretty much kind of like where I want to round out the the episode today is making sure that we are aware of the opportunity and not allowing our algorithm to scare us, not allowing these videos to fear monger us. We are in a great position right now. We are in a great position to take advantage of exactly what's about to arrive, what's currently arriving, and what's about to be for the future. So I'm signing out, y'all. I'll see y'all next one. Oh,